2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media it'll be even more spicy out here.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to following along with these two. This is a rivalry that could be one for the ages. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement they generate. Well, now you just got to pray for good lie because that one's heading towards the sand.
Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
This is perfect. They can make great contact. You couldn't ask for a better sand lie here.
This would be a great up and down.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one.
Was that a rush of blood? There's part of about 6 feet coming up. And unfortunately, it's going to be a drop shot to begin the day.
Starting off with a bogey at first, not tragic. You got a lot of holes to make it up. Let's see how they deal with it going forward.
Rich, if you missed a birdie opportunity at the first, you've certainly got one here at the second.
Yeah, it's par 5. It's pretty much just straight away. You got to avoid those bunkers down the left-hand side. For those players laying up, you got to lay it up shy of the big bunker down the right-hand side. This green sits ever so slightly above the fairway, and again, they're just not that big of targets. It really is a cool golf course designed by Pete Dye.
Yeah, disappointing not to find the surface, Rich, but I like that play.
It was going to take a mighty wallop to get there, but in a good position.
So much easier when you roll like that, isn't it?
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And with that now, back to level par. The third hole is a long par 3 measuring 230 yards.
Be careful of the wind here. You can't always feel it as those trees on the left sometimes block it out. Missing it right is an obvious no-no, but missing it left is no guaranteed of an up and down either. The green slopes away pretty severely over there.
Now this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits.
He's got this for his par.
That's disappointing.
Wanted to get it up to the hole, but was just unable to up that slope.
Currently at +1 for the day. TPC Louisiana might be known as a birdie fest. However, you're going to find plenty of challenges, including the par 4 fourth.
How can bunkers that are so minuscule be so agonizing? That's exactly what these are down the left-hand side of the fourth hole. You avoid those, and you get a good look at the green for your second shot that gently works away from the player.
Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, not a good spot to be.
He's going to need an incredible stroke of luck to get this out with any momentum going forward to get it on the green.
It's a little wayward.
Can't fault him there. This rough is nasty. No fault in missing the green.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Okay, let's head to the next.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Now 4 back after that hole. Rich, the fifth is a shortish par 4 by today's standards, but still enough there to mess with your ball.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction. So driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
This putt coming up is for birdie.
If they can sink this, they'll pull ahead of Fowler. This could get interesting.
It was on a good line. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Just didn't drop.
Putting now for a bogey.
A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. The 6 is a tremendous par 4. Plenty of golf hole, this one.
Water all the way down the left-hand side, so that's going to shove your tee shot out to the right, which make that second shot so much longer. Not much to the screen. It's fairly flat, but finding it in 2, well, that's a tall order.
Opting for the 6 iron. Yeah, that was a safe play.
What's in front of them, Henny?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Yeah, nice effort from him. He bounces back from the bogey at the last hole.
Trying to get to even par with this putt. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard.
And it's that man, JT, on top spot of this leaderboard. Good play from Justin Thomas.
The 7th provides a great opportunity if you can get a good driveway. This par 5's a lovely hole.
There are 2 menacing bunkers on this hole. The far one, the one right in the middle of the fairway, it looks like a zit from the back tee box. That is not the place to be.
Come on, you're better than that. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 5 shots off the pace. And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. Yeah, fair effort. That was pretty straightforward. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 8th is a short par 4, Rich, and modern players are starting to try to drive this green.
They are, although I don't quite see it that way. It's such an easy second shot. If you just lay it up short of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, you're not going to have much more than a flip sand wedge, gap wedge maybe, to a green that once again has a lot of movement to it.
That's nicely done.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Let's get back to it, shall we?
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is outside range for him, 26 feet. This is their look at birdie.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now.
Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Now 5 strokes behind. The front 9 finishes in a unique style, a par 3 of 210 yards length.
This is actually a par 3 on the card, but most players look at it as a par 4 because there is nothing simple about this hole. If you bail out to the right, you're going to fall off into a low area where it's nearly impossible to chip it up close without taking a risk. So most players are just resigned to making 4 and moving on.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Uh-oh, this one's heading to the hazard. Even for the day, just outside the top 20.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? This is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one. That'll sting a bit. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly. Okay, it's time to make the turn and a good time to reflect on the action so far. Rich?
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
Time for the second shot at the 10th. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
And not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
Ooh. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Putting for par. It's half a chance of being holed, this one. Currently at 2 over par. The par 5 11th, very gettable if, Rich, you can avoid that monster tree about 100 yards out.
Exactly. Tee shots, once again, you're threading it between a couple of bunkers, but the second shot, there's a tree about 75 yards short of this green, and you've got to figure out a way around it. Do you draw it around it? Do you hit a fade around it? What do you do? No easy task for any of these players. Green sits above the player just a little bit, and again, has a lot of movement on it.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, I thought that one was going in. 7 feet to the cup.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Oh, so close. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Well, the 12th is certainly one of the stronger holes on the back 9. This par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
You want to try and hug the left-hand side as best you can to shorten up the hole as much as you can, but still avoid that bunker if at all possible. Second shot, the green up there sits a little bit caddy cornered to the players, so working the golf ball in there for left to right for your second shot would be the play.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
And back to the play, shall we? Yeah, it's about 14 feet to the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie. Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Rich, the 13th is a short par 4, but a really good one, depending on how much you want to take off.
There's really no real reason to go right at the green, Luke, with a tee shot, even if you have the power to get there, because you just can't stop it on the green. If anything, you want to hit it out to the right, where your next shot is going straight up the green. This is a very flat green, but is perched well above the fairway. It's a wonderful birdie opportunity.
Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
I needed to put some draw on that one, but just couldn't get it dialed in.
How close was that to going down? And he's down there. You got a read?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet.
It's got a chance. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Well, for all the opportunities 13 provides you, you don't get too many here at the par 3 14th. It's a beast.
As easy of a birdie opportunity as the 13th was, 14, yeah, not so much here. Even though the green is quite large in size, it's difficult to hit with a long iron.
Opting for the 5-wood. This one looks like it's heading left here, Rich.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Time for the second shot at the 14th.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole.
The 15th is certainly no cakewalk either. A par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
This is the time where you need to have the best drive of the day. Take it out to the right, avoid the bunkers down the left-hand side. And the green, once again, it's got some movement into high spot in the front, a low area, and then a high area in the back. When the pin's all the way back, good luck making 4.
That's the right option. Put it back in play.
And here we are with the third shot. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Time now for the 4th shot.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This one's for bogey. Hey, that's a chance.
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top.
Not sure if this one will stay on the short grass.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
The wind is at their back on this one.
Going with the pitching wedge here. This one heading towards the green.
Getting ready to play their third. Ooh, that almost went down. All the great players make a bunch of these. This is from 15 feet.
Trying to save par here.
Ouch, that hurts. Bogey putt coming up here. Oh, what a stroke. In it goes, and that's unfortunately back-to-back bogeys.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
If you ought to win at TPC Louisiana, you've got to hit a couple of very important shots late. The tee shot here at 17, Rich, is one of them.
A tee shot that no player likes to face. Water all the way down the left-hand side. The bailout zone out to the right falls away from the green. No fun whatsoever.
And there it goes from the sand. Let's catch up with the current proceedings.
Found the green side rough. Still, not a bad spot.
Wow, that almost went in the hole.
This putt for par here.
This one's tracking. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke.
Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods.
The closing hole at TPC Louisiana has water all the way down the right, Rich, but that's not its only issue.
Bailing out to the left, you'll find some menacing bunkers that you want no part of. However, if you find the fairway, going for it in 2 would be very tempting.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you?
And here we are with the third shot.
Wonderfully played. And this putt is for a final score of 74.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
And down she goes, so it's tournament over now.
Well, Henny, that was some match. We thought it'd be a great rivalry, and it absolutely was. But how proud would this player be to have taken down Ricky Fowler despite not winning the event?
Luke, this player will be brimming with pride. What a great result. They challenged Ricky Fowler and beat him. Now, they'll be telling that story in the pub a few times in the coming weeks.
UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Wells Fargo Championship is about to begin. Welcome to Quail Hollow Club. I'm Luke Elvey with my mate Rich Beam in the booth. And Rich, this golf course really smacks you in the face straight out of the gates, doesn't it?
512 yards, par 4. Thank you very little. Dogleg to the right, bunkers down the left-hand side. Only reserved for the long hitters, but the second shot to a very narrow green that sits down below the player. It's a very difficult opening hole. You make 4 here, you're pretty happy.
Can't wait to see what unfolds. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. He's currently tied for third. Let's see what happens here on the second hole. From around 170 yards here. Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
Ooh, nice looking putt.
Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Time to see what this par 4 has in store. That's some good golf right there. John, you're down there. What's happening?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 6th.
This shot from around the 200-yard marker. Going with the hybrid. Quality shot, that one. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
This is on a great line.
Checking the standings now, and they're currently tied for first with multiple major champion Colin Morikawa.
Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes. Needs this one to kick right.
And he's hit that inside the range.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Well, good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
This one looking really good.
It doesn't matter how you hit it if you can hold putts like that.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more. Yeah, that one will play. Well, I like the way this person's playing. Birdies all over that scorecard.
Always a good way to start. Let's see where they go from here.
Oh, this would be handy if it could bounce right. A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
That's frustrating. An opportunity to make their par.
This is looking solid. What they wanted.
Let's take a look at Justin Thomas from earlier. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Now leading by one shot. Par threes always offer up that hope of a hole-in-one. And ladies and gentlemen, that was laser-like. Took a great deal of accuracy there. And now that finds him in first place. Deep into the front nine. Here we are at the 7th hole. Well struck. And choosing the 8-iron here. Getting ready to play their third. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. That's not the shot they're after.
And coming up well short.
I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Great touch.
A par putt awaits. That gets the job done. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. We've reached the 8th hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway.
Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
Hey guys, we're checking in down here with Brooke Henderson as she gets set for her next shot here on the 10th.
Let's return to live play now. That was wonderfully done. 8 feet to the cup. Oh, just missed. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This is a bogey putt coming up. Okay, steady now. Well, a disappointing double bogey for our leader there, but that's provided some wonderful opportunities for the chase pack. Well, it's time to clear the mind of that double bogey. Step up onto the tee with a bit more confidence. That's not the one he wanted.